It's nice to have some wealth. It's nice to have that security. But earthly riches aren't what it's all about. And we go on, verse 10 of chapter 5, Solomon writes, the lover of money will not be satisfied with money, nor will the lover of wealth with gain. And I've got 1 Timothy 6:10 written in there. And 1 Timothy 6:10 is a most often misquoted Bible verse. You would probably know it as the love of, or money is the root of all evil. That's not what Paul writes. He says, the love of money is a root of all kinds of evil. It's the love of money is one of the roots of all kinds of evil. And then it goes on, and in their eagerness to be rich, some have wandered away from the faith and pierced themselves with many pains. So it's the love of money. It's the striving for gain and not paying attention to the details. It says the love of money is a root of all kinds of evil. It's just one of the things that takes people away from God. It's, this drive for power and wealth and just this little bit more isn't always the best. So it's the love of money is a root, one of the roots of all kinds of evil. And so it's, possessions in the meaning of life, in our relationship with God is what's important. This is what Solomon's talking about. So the possessions that we have here on this earth, and the things that we strive for, our prestige, our position, all of those things here on earth, Solomon is saying, are vanity. Because we want to be better than the others. We want to look good in other people's eyes. And we're never quite content with what we have and who we are. And he says it's all vanities. In chapter 6, he says, there's an evil that I have seen under the sun, and it lies heavy upon humankind, those whom God gives wealth, possessions, and honor, so they lack nothing. And just, a few weeks ago on a Sunday morning, our gospel text was the man who was tearing down his barns to build more storage. And, and then it's, you fool, you've done all of this work and your life is going to end tonight. Who is going to benefit from all of that? And this coming Sunday, the text from 1 Timothy that I just quoted is the New Testament reading. And our gospel lesson is this parable of the rich man and Lazarus, or rich man and dies. This rich man who has everything, and Lazarus who is a blind, or a beggar sitting at the gate with no clothing or anything, and just crying out for the bread, the scraps that would be dropped from the table. And the parable says that the rich man's dogs eat better than Lazarus. And after they both die, this is the story, the gospel for this coming Sunday. That this rich man doesn't even acknowledge the poor man while he's on earth. And the rich man is so consumed with everything he has and everything that, the eating and the feasting and having everyone wait on him. And he's, just keeping it all for himself. And then even after he dies, he can only see Lazarus, whom then he knows Lazarus' name after he dies. But he can only see him as a servant. He still doesn't see him as a person of equal value. And this is one of the things of so many, is that, we look at others as not having as much value as we do. And it might be because of so many different things, and I'm just going to say, that say it that way, but there are people that have that attitude that, others aren't as worthy as they are. And this is vanity, is what the writer of Ecclesiastes would say. So he ends this chapter 6 with, for all who knows what is good for mortals, while they live a few days of their vain life, they will pass like shadows. For who can tell them what will be after them under the sun? As we live this life, I mean, living this life today is how we build our relationship with God. And if we put all of the things of earth first, this is what Solomon is saying. Everything here of earth is vanity. What's important is our relationship with God. And after that, then our relationship with other people.